you were to tell me one day they were going to make a sequel to Boy Meets World called Girl Meets World and it will be about Cory and Topanga's daughter named Riley Matthews, I would have said, no way, they would never do something like that. That's impossible. Well, that proves nothing is impossible because that's exactly what happened. When we see Cory first appear on screen, that's when it hits us that, wow, it's Cory, and he's a dad now. Then Topanga walks in, then it's a double wow. So this whole episode is Riley starting her life in the world. Cory is trying to teach Riley that she has to make the world hers. He's also her history teacher. So at first when we found out Cory's a history teacher, it kind of doesn't make sense at first because it's like from Boy Meets World, he never showed any interest in being a history teacher. I think in one episode they even hinted that he wanted to be an accountant. So when watching Girl Meets World, he's a history teacher. First it doesn't make sense, but once you think about what he went through with Mr. Feeney and like Mr. Turner, it kind of makes sense that because those teachers had a big impact on his life, so he's of course going to want to do the same. We also have Maya, Riley's best friend. Riley wants to be like Maya because she's cool and has a bad side with that cool girl attitude. Cory is trying to convince Riley to be herself and not somebody else. While he's doing that, he's also trying to keep Riley away from Lucas. He's the guy Riley instantly has a crush on. So we see scenes with her staring at Lucas and being awkward, which leads to a lot of funny stuff.
Hi. You're sitting here.
Is that okay?
Oh yeah, we can't forget about Farkle. He's sort of the nerdy kid in class who has a crush on Riley and Maya. He also does this,
Thank you, I'm Farkle.
I think that's pretty funny. It's even funnier when he just jumps on Cory. I don't know, is he trying to protect him or something? The fire sprinklers go on because Maya put fire near the fire alarm. So see, she has that rebellious kind of thing with her. We don't really see too much of a Topanga in this episode, but we see Augie, who's Riley's brother. So all the characters are set. Farkle's the nerdy guy in the class, Lucas is the love interest to Riley, and Maya is the best friend to Riley, so she's kind of like the bad girl and Riley's kind of the good girl. And then Cory is their history teacher, so he's always overseeing what Riley does in her life. So all the characters are set, and Riley is set to take on the world. That is why she gets her own bus pass. With Cory giving the bus pass to her, he's saying, it's time for you to get into this world and make it your own. And that is when we see Mr. Feeney, and that is when we fully understand why Cory is a teacher, because it's what I've mentioned earlier, that Mr. Feeney was a big impact on his life, so he wants to do the same for others. So this is a great setup to Girl Meets World, setting it up to make all the life lessons we all know and love from Boy Meets World, and has a comedy of a Disney Channel sitcom. But that is what I feel will turn some people away from this. It is a sequel to Boy Meets World, but it's on Disney Channel, and Disney Channel comedy is geared toward more little kids. That is what I feel will turn people away from this. I'm talking about the adult fans because the comedy is for kids. Kids will love the comedy, but maybe won't care for the dramatic scenes. So this show is trying to cater to everybody, and that's no easy task. Trying to cater to the old time fans and trying to get the new fans interested. So it's going to be hard to kind of balance that. But we will all have to stay tuned to see how this all turns out. So that's it for this. I'll see you all in the next episode.